immigrating to Roatan, Honduras, or doing a reverse commute, if you will. So I'm sure that you have seen most of the videos that I do are seen in North and South America. So we've been talking a lot about, well, the news has been talking a lot about immigration and the cost of living to immigrate to Honduras from wherever you're coming from. What's wonderful about Honduras is typically, historically speaking, it's been a very clear path to getting a residency, not so much a citizenship unless you do have familiar ties, but for residents, how much it would cost to immigrate legally to Honduras, which is, well, nice because it's a very clear path and seems to be affordable for most individuals. So there's a lot in what I just said and what I did not say, especially if you're coming from, I don't know, the United States of America. So, I am a U.S. citizen, a longtime resident of Roatan, Honduras. I've been on many sides of the coin on immigration status. I've lived here legally. Obviously, I have to now with my real estate license and paying taxes, which I just did last week. For Honduras, I'm still working on the U.S. ones because, well, there's a lot of ins and outs with that tax code right now. So anyway, back to cost of living to immigrate legally to Honduras as of, well, early 2025. Everything can change. So with there are multiple different types of residency now in Honduras. Historically, there is about 3 types. Now I believe there's 7 or 8 different types. Typically, you will need to hire an attorney. You can do this in Roatan, where anything done in the Bay Islands will have a Bay Islands tax, which means it costs more than if you were going through the mainland. It's just how it is. For the attorneys, they usually charge anywhere from $1,500 to $3,500 USD. That's right, USD in Honduras. And it can also be charged in lempiras, but for the sake of argument, most do charge in USD, and $1,500 to $3,500. I know for my residency, which is a little complicated because I have to legally work here, I have children here, so there's a lot of ins and outs with mine. Mine is I have to make a deposit every month, which I have done since 2018. So it's lots of different things, but there are a lot of easier residencies now, so it is really nice and straightforward. It typically does not cost too much, maybe $20 to $50 a month, depending on what you have to do. Going to a bank, getting a bank letter, renewing it every year, paying just minor fees. So it does not cost. It's usually less than $500 to maintain your legal status. The fines are a lot more than that. And most people, well, if you are just coming here to visit, you do have a tourist visa, which as of now, most people do get tourist visas up to 90 days with a option for a 30-day extension. However, that is at the sole discretion of the immigration agent. So kindness goes a long way. If you act not nice, they can just refuse you entry to the country. So the lesson here is just be kind, and you might get up to 90 days. I don't know, or they might, well, anyway. So cost of living with immigration to legally reside, it's around $2,500 plus or minus, between $1,500 and $3,500, depending on how many people you do have. The $3,500 to $4,500 is usually if you have multiple people in your family. The primary person is usually about $2,500. But if you are a single person, it tends to be $1,500. Then families go just depending on your needs and what you want. If you want to legally work, run a business, all of those things. So it does not cost that much to follow the rules other than the first time. And then it takes a little time and effort once a month or every once a year. So thank you guys for tuning in. Good luck out there.